Hello my spooky friends, let's talk bruising. Today I'm going to show you how to do a fresh bruise and give you tips and tricks on how to keep it very realistic. Now, if you've seen some of my other videos, you've seen some very traumatic makeups geared more toward the Halloween, such as the eyeshadow used for a black eye, which had a couple days and I kept it kind of old looking, and then also the boxer's swollen eye. But what I wanted to do is keep it very realistic, light-handed, and show you how you can achieve this look. And today I'm using a grease wheel. These are grease paints, and this is the one that you can actually get. The packaging might change, but you can get it at Spirit Halloween or at Walmart around the spooky season. And it is usually in the coloration of fresh blood, dark blood, older blood, purple, a yellow, and then a black. And today I'm sticking with this and I'm using my brushes, but you can use your fingertips. You'll just have to blend it a little bit more. And you could use other paints such as alcohol, cream, and even water paint. But just be mindful that the more opaque that your colors are, that you're going to have to blend a lot more. So welcome to the fist fight, and we'll go ahead and get into it. The first color I'm using is the bright red in this, and I'm using a brush, and the brush is going to give me that illusion of a fresh injury to the skin. And what I'm doing is going through and placing that into the area that pulls the most around the inner corner, and then just hitting, first, protect that hair. So what I'm doing is I'm going in with a brush and hitting the bones that protrude, so the orbital bone, so you want to hit the bridge of the nose, around the orbital socket up underneath, and then also around the brow bone area. Now I do like to bring my colors in and mix them very slowly, so I'm using this red for irritation and for that fresh hit look of point of contact. Now the next color I'm using is the purple, and this is going to give that dark bruising into the inner corner. And the reason why that inner corner is darker usually because the way the actual blood comes up to the surface, it finds a natural way to pull, and then also because of the brow bone casts a small shadow. So I'm concentrating that color on the inner corner and just going in over certain areas to tap in color to give it that mottled look, so it's not just one stark color. So I tap in several different areas, and then I go in with a little bit of black to darken that up. Now if you don't have purple or blue, you can mix some colors to get that. So with the purple going in with the red gives me a little bit of blue. So you can achieve this look using eyeshadow also. It's just that the grease paints are a lot easier to work with. And I'm just using products that I have had for a while and I need to get them in use. Now for my cuts and scrapes, I just go in with a Q-tip and clean out the areas that I want a bigger scrape to go in. Now with a little bit of a bloody lip, just enough to bust the skin open, nothing very major, I go over and create a bigger scrape in between the area that we have cleaned off. Now to give it the illusion that the skin is swelling around the area that I don't have color, I'm using a cream paint, and you can use foundation for this, just as long as it's a little bit lighter than your natural skin tone. It's going to give that illusion of it being swelling. So I just pick the areas that I don't have a lot of color, and I place that and tap that around the area. Then on a brush, I highlight the top and the bottom of all the deeper cuts. It's going to give that illusion that it's deeper into the skin. Now for the smaller scrapes and abrasion, I'm going in with a stipple sponge, and I'm using some more product. Now this is a vampire blood. This is how it's marketed, and this is easy to find at Walmart. And all it is a stage blood. So if you need just a little amount of blood, look for that. It works just fine because you can see that it's very bright. I'm taking that sponge and then just scraping it along the skin for some more abrasions, and to overall give this a fresher look with that blood that sits on top rather than the blood that pulls up underneath the skin. Now that I have my placements, I just want to go in and darken up that inner corner a little bit with some more black and purple to get that blue tone to it. And I'm staying away from yellow at this point in the grease wheel because I want this to look very fresh, like you just got into a fight and it's been broken up. So a little bit of bloody nose, more blood around some of the deeper scrapes that we created into the center for that overall fresh bruised fist fight look. But all these products you can get at Walmart, and with the grease paint and the vampire blood, you're looking at about $10 or less to create this look. But here is the final look. This is the fresh bruising, and I intend to do some more tutorials about bruising, older bruising, and I like to use different products but dedicate the video to the specific product so that you can go out and get just that and be concentrated on one product, saving yourself some time and money and get the full tutorial that you need out of it. But if you're looking for something more intense and want to kick it up in your Halloween and your cosplay game, why not stick around and check out this next video where I created a boxer's swollen eye using homemade scar wax. Thanks for hanging out, and I will see you guys later. Bye.